old was she when you were born?
15 going on 16.
And everything saying that they had met. Now, how old was Jay-Z at the time?
I think like 22.
15 and 22. Damn.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Now I can kind of see why he's probably not claiming it, because it looks bad on his reputation, because he has a history. Like if you look at like even Beyonce, like he was in his 30s and Beyonce was barely 19.
Look, when Jay signed his contract, the big one was with Beyonce. Mm-hmm. When he signed that contract, the marriage contract, he got trophies. Now those trophies came rolling in, buddy. He started getting Grammys left and right, man.
He's your father. I really do. And if it's not, why you can't prove me wrong? Like it's not far as a proving me wrong thing. It's go to the courtroom and basically do what everybody else would have to do. Like it's not, you don't have to prove me wrong. I just want the truth. Honestly, I can take a no. I can take, if I'm embarrassed at the end of the day, I can take that. I really can. I've been through a lot. I've seen a lot. I could take me being embarrassed. Like just can't take nobody not saying nothing. Like, you know, it's not fair.
Jay-Z got a son out in Philly. And my personal opinion, the reason why I feel like Jay don't want to take that paternity test is because it proves that boy mama was probably 15, 16 years old. And it gives credibility to the current circumstances that Jay-Z is in.
Why throw millions at top dollar lawyers and spend teams when a cheap little DNA test could settle this mess in seconds? That's the question lighting up the internet, and people ain't letting it go. Something just don't sit right. Now that Rymir's got solid receipts and 50 Cent is standing 10 toes down behind him, it's looking real shaky for Jay. Is this the moment he finally runs out of plays? Let's break down 50 Cent's wild role in this drama. He didn't just hop into the beef, he dove straight in, clowning Jay-Z on Instagram, calling out how much Rymir looks like him. The resemblance? Uncanny. But 50 didn't stop there. Insiders say he actually reached out to Rymir personally and even offered up his own heavy-hitter legal team to help him take it all the way. And then came the IG bombshell. 50 dropped a post that had everybody's jaw on the floor. It said, "A good lawyer knows the law. A great lawyer knows the judge." That post alone had folks thinking this case just took a dangerous turn. See, up till now, Rymir's lawsuit was practically invisible. None of the big media platforms were touching it, like it didn't even exist. But the second 50 jumped in, everything flipped. Jay-Z's legal crew went into emergency mode, scrambling behind the scenes trying to shut this thing down before it blows sky high. Just recently, Jay filed a new batch of court docs, begging the judge to toss Rymir's case completely. According to files obtained by US Weekly, Jay's calling the whole thing a decades-long harassment campaign, painting Rymir as some obsessed guy who just won't let go. He's saying the courts already threw this stuff out before, and even claims Rymir was hit with a contempt charge for refusing to move on. But here's the twist. Rymir's former legal guardian, Dr. Lily Coley, who's also a paralegal, clapped back with full force. She ain't playing, and the way she's coming for Jay in these new developments, it's about to get real messy.
We want to try to make a difference with the Pro Se Act or the Legal Abuse Act, bringing new legislation and trying to sit down at the table with the lawmakers to make a difference. In addition to the fact, because, you know, like you said before, Mr. Carter might not never do anything, and I'm sure he probably won't, but it ain't about him. This is about the system allowing things to happen that were very egregious and put our lives at stake in some regards. So I just wanted to say that that's what another reason why we were still going to the criminal stuff for the second time. This time, the prosecutor's office locally did get involved, but everything is slow moving and things are happening. And, you know, it's corruption going on. The law says in New Jersey that if the person who resists to take the test is presumed the father, that's what the law says. Here in New Jersey, anybody who don't want to do it and go away from doing it or prevents from doing it is presumed the father. So right now, he's presumed the father. He's not even alleged.
Dr. Lily Coley is not holding her tongue. She's calling Jay-Z's latest court filing straight up lies. She says the truth has always been in plain sight, and the courts know it too. According to her, Wanda's affidavit, the very foundation of Rymir's paternity claim, has been on file for years and was never pulled back. That's the same document Rymir built his entire understanding of his father around. And about that contempt of court talk, Dr. Coley says Jay's just making stuff up. She insists neither Rymir, Wanda, nor herself have ever been found in contempt, period. But then came the real bombshell. Dr. Coley said loud and clear, Rymir's paternity has never been legally settled in any court.
You know, I'm not a lawyer. They try to use all type of things, res judicata's and all type of things to say, hey, whoever was on his birth certificate, that was the, you know what I mean? That was the dad. And that's not how the courts work. So we did everything we had to do to, you know, show them that wasn't. The person I was calling my pop took the DNA test. It was straight out there. Only other name was Jay-Z. He basically just sawed it and skedaddle. They try to use all this craziness to hold the case up. And I'm like, well, damn, if this was anybody else, I'm like, all right, the first 2 years.
They would have ordered him by now. They do that.
So if Jay's team is acting like this is over, they better pump the brakes. This battle is far from done. She laid it all out. There has never been a proper discovery hearing, no final ruling, nothing that officially confirms or denies Jay-Z is the father. And yet, these facts keep getting swept under the rug like they don't matter. But Dr. Coley ain't letting it slide anymore. And here's the part that keeps getting hushed. How old Rymir's late mother, Wanda, really was when she allegedly got pregnant by Jay-Z.
Be doing so much and running, and it just really dawned on me. It's the man that my mom was underage when she consumed me. And anyone who'd have been older.
That detail, super sensitive and still raising questions. Now let's take it back to how this all started. Rymir first hit the headlines in early 2015 when word got out that he had filed a paternity suit against Jay-Z. But this didn't just come out of nowhere. The year before, in 2014, Rymir and Dr. Coley filed their first official complaint, but something felt off from the jump. That case got tossed out almost immediately. Dr. Coley claims the reason is wild. Jay-Z's lawyer, Lisa Fisher, allegedly pushed false and fraudulent information to the court. But Rymir, he didn't fold. In 2018, he came back stronger, filing a new legal action, this time accusing Jay-Z of hiding behind his fame and fortune to dodge a simple DNA test.
If it was anything, if y'all felt like we was lying, why y'all ain't dismiss the case with prejudice? Why do y'all keep having us come in there and file and pay all this money and keep filing and filing for years? Why, if y'all didn't see anything wrong with the case, why is it not over? But the only thing I'm asking is, I don't want no money from you. You know, if you want to have that relationship, if it was true, that's just on you. You know, I'm just showing you that I'm fighting for what I believe in is right. And I want all the kids and everyone that come behind me. If you missing the parents, it's all about, sometimes that's all you need to know your parents says. You don't need nothing from them. It close the book. It just helped me, you know, go on with my life and just be straight. It's not like I'm looking for anything, looking for you to bring me up where you at or bring me with your family and all. I still got my own family, but I just want you to be like, just think about it. Like, we could have got this, you know, over with and through all this shit, I still respect you, even though I might not like you. I respect everybody, so.
Rymir's been hitting wall after wall in court, and now we know why. According to him, the judge was allegedly told that his biological father had already been confirmed. But when Rymir finally got his hands on his own birth certificate, it told a completely different story. There was no father listed at all. Zero. Nothing. And just when you think it couldn't get worse, it does. The real shocker, Rymir found out that some people on his own legal team were secretly talking to Jay-Z's lawyers behind his back. That's when the betrayal hit hard. In an interview with The Sun, Rymir didn't hold back. He said he feels robbed of a fair trial, blaming it on legal screw-ups and what he described as straight-up malpractice. Rymir also dropped another heavy detail. His late mom, Wanda, told him Jay-Z was his father when he was just 8 years old. According to her, they had a quick fling in 1992 at Jay's aunt's apartment in the Brooklyn projects. Wanda told him they used protection, but it failed. After that night, Jay-Z disappeared from her life. No number, no address, nothing. She never saw him again. By 2010, Wanda's health had started to fail. That's when Dr. Lily Coley officially took custody of Rymir. Later, she revealed something even more intense. Wanda was only 15 or 16 years old when she got pregnant. That detail adds a whole new layer to the controversy, and it's one people keep trying to overlook. But buckle up, because it gets even wilder. In Rymir's 2018 lawsuit filed in Philadelphia, he claimed that Jay-Z's legal team got Wanda to sign legal paperwork while she was still recovering from a coma in the hospital, medicated and weak. And those papers, they allegedly replaced Dr. Coley's name on the court petition without consent. That shady move led to the entire case getting tossed out of the Philly courts. According to Rymir's side, it was one of the dirtiest legal tricks they've ever seen, but even that ain't the end of it, because what happened next between Rymir and Dr. Coley takes the whole thing into even darker territory. When Dr. Lily Coley sat down with Hip Hop News Uncensored, she let it all out, and what she said was explosive. One of the biggest bombshells, Rymir was allegedly shot after filing his lawsuit against Jay-Z.
He was shot at. Damn. Somewhere in September. He was in the parking lot with other people near where he's at living now. And out of all the cars there, his was the only one shot up. So we believe that was a nexus or a connection, I believe, between the case and what's going on because it was around the time.
Yeah, you heard that right. And the drama didn't stop there. Lily revealed that once the legal drama went public, random people started popping up at her front door, trying to scare her into silence. Strangers she'd never seen before, showing up unannounced like it was straight out of a thriller.
In addition to that, we've had people come to my home in the past, driving on the grass. We have people knocking on the door at 4 o'clock in the morning. We've been through all of it. Mostly around the filing time.
She made it crystal clear. This isn't just about one man. Lily said this is about exposing corruption and fighting for laws that keep the rich and powerful from twisting the system in their favor. But Rymir, he's not backing down, not one bit. He came back with a brand new lawsuit, this time targeting the New Jersey court system itself, along with multiple judges. He's accusing them of secretly teaming up with Jay-Z behind the scenes for over a decade, working to shut his cases down. According to that new legal filing, Rymir and Dr. Coley alleged that Jay-Z even lied under oath, claiming he didn't own any property in New Jersey. So the court would think it had no authority over him. That move alone, if proven true, could shake things up big time. And now the heat's rising even higher. Rymir's latest lawsuit doesn't just aim at Jay-Z, it puts everybody on blast. The judges, the lawyers, and even court officials. He's saying there's been a coordinated cover-up, and he's demanding a full-blown investigation into how his case has been handled from day one. According to court documents, Rymir believes powerful figures have been pulling strings to block him at every turn. He says judges intentionally delayed decisions, ignored critical evidence, and refused to give his team access to key court files. At this point, this isn't just a legal battle, it's starting to look like a war against the whole system. This ain't just about paternity anymore, this has become a full-on battle for justice, and it's exposing some deep, dirty cracks in the system. Through all of it, Dr. Lily Coley is still standing strong beside Rymir, refusing to let the truth be buried. She says the mission now isn't just proving who Rymir's father is, it's about pulling back the curtain on how the court system can be twisted when someone's got power, money, and the right connections. And let's be real, the fact that Jay-Z still won't take a simple DNA test, that speaks louder than anything. The public's starting to wake up. More and more folks are asking, why has this case been buried for years? Why is the media staying silent on claims this serious while other celeb drama gets top coverage? If Jay-Z's got nothing to hide, why not just take the test and shut it all down? And now that 50 Cent is riding hard for Rymir, things are heating up fast. Sources say 50 is pushing to drop a full documentary on the whole situation to make sure the truth finally gets out. And if that documentary drops, it could shake the whole industry, forcing people to finally face what's been happening in the shadows. But Rymir's team isn't just talking, they're coming with receipts. They dug up property records and tax documents with Jay-Z's name on them, proving he did own real estate in New Jersey. Yet somehow, 6 different judges mentioned in Rymir's latest lawsuit backed Jay's claim that he didn't own anything there. How's that even possible? According to Rymir, these judges teamed up with Sean Carter behind closed doors to keep the case dead in the water. His lawsuit boldly claims Jay-Z used wealth, power, and influence to manipulate the courts, and that's why previous cases were tossed or blocked before they even had a chance. But this ain't just courtroom games anymore. It's gotten downright scary after Rymir started speaking out publicly about the alleged injustice. He says his car was shot at by unknown individuals. And it gets creepier. He and Dr. Coley say they've been followed in their own neighborhood. Strange cars pulling up in the middle of the night, even onto their lawn at 4 a.m. Rymir and Dr. Coley are convinced all of this harassment was meant to silence them, and they're pointing fingers directly at Jay-Z's camp. They say this isn't just personal anymore, it's a full-scale legal war against corruption. That's why they're now suing not just Jay-Z, but the entire court system and multiple judges, accusing them of violating their constitutional rights and blocking a young man from finding out the truth about his own father. They even sat down with Tasha K and doubled down. Wanda was just 15 or 16 years old when she allegedly got pregnant by Jay-Z, who was 22 at the time. That age gap is raising major red flags and might explain why this case has been treated like a ticking time bomb. Rymir broke it all down. He said the courts tried to throw out his claim by saying the man listed on his birth certificate was the dad, but that was already handled. Rymir took a DNA test with that man and it came back negative. Still, the system kept trying to shut him down. And here's the kicker. Rymir ain't after fame or a payout. He said straight up, if Jay-Z's not my father, I'll apologize publicly and walk away. But he's not backing off without real answers. Now ask yourself this. If the court really believed Rymir was lying, why not just toss the case with prejudice and end it for good? Why keep dancing around the truth? Oh, and here's the wildest part. People are starting to whisper that Wanda's young age might not even be the real reason Jay's dodging that DNA test. Some are saying the truth could be way darker than anyone imagined. This story, far from over, it's only getting deeper, messier, and more dangerous. So if you want to keep up with all the twists and updates mainstream media won't touch, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe right now. And don't forget to share this video with everybody you know. Let's spread the truth and shine a light on what's really going down behind the scenes. See you in the next one. Stay locked in.